Warner Brothers Jungle Habitat, located in West Milford, New Jersey, a Warner Brothers owned theme park, opened in 1972 and closed in 1976. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified of my latest videos. Please hit that like button and leave a suggestion or a comment. You might see that in a future video. Thanks for watching, and now back to a regular scheduled program. The Jungle Habitat in West Milford, New Jersey opened in the summer of 1972. The park featured a drive-through safari section which allowed for wild animals to roam free and approach vehicles as they slowly drove through. Drivers and their passengers could observe peacocks, baboons, camels, elephants, llamas, giraffes, and Siberian tigers in this section, either in their cars or on a Jungle Habitat bus. Many of the animals would climb up top of the cars and or walk in front of the vehicles, bringing them to a halt. Signs were posted along the route to warn visitors to keep their windows closed. By November of 1972, the park had 500,000 paid visitors. The winter of 1972 presented the new park with one glaring problem: the winter. A lot of animals struggled over the harsh New Jersey winter. The Siberian tigers did okay, but the lions and the baboons did not fare as well. The baboons, some people had reported, had frostbite and sometimes even lost their fingers. There are even reports that sometimes crocodiles would freeze in the ponds. In the winter of 1972, they started with 40 animals and ended with only 20. The drive-through section was known as the Animal Safari Park. The walk-through area was just called Jungle Junction. Jungle Junction was a small theme park which included a petting zoo, camel and elephant rides, snack bars, gift shops, a reptile house, and a dolphin show. Since this was a Warner Brothers theme park, you couldn't have the park without the characters. Bugs Bunny and Friends live shows included the Warner Brothers Looney Tune characters, including Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Yosemite Sam, Tweety Bird, Sylvester the Cat, Speedy Gonzales, Wile E. Coyote, and the Roadrunner. Guests could have their photographs taken with the characters. The shows occurred 3 times a day on weekdays and 4 on weekends. A small tram station was called Jungle Junction also. The park did not have amusement-style rides, although there were plans which never materialized. In the park's first year, there were a few notable accidents. On October 9, 1972, an Israeli tourist named Abraham Levy, driving through the safari in a taxi, was attacked by a lion. Levy had visited the park in a taxi. Why a taxi driver would take him to the park is beyond me. He was in the back of the taxi and he rolled down the window a little bit and provoked the lion. The lion came over, stuck his paw on the window and pushed the window down the rest of the way, and then he attacked the man. In December of 1972, television show host Jack Parr was cut while roughhousing with a 6-month-old tiger cub while filming a TV special. In 1974, a woman was bitten by a baby African elephant who had reached out of its enclosure with its trunk and grabbed the woman. She was ultimately awarded $200,000 for her injuries. The park was initially profitable. However, business declined gradually as it failed to attract repeat business without changing its attractions or adding new ones. Over its 4 years in existence, over 6 million people attended the jungle habitat. But in its 4th year, its attendance was starting to taper off. They wanted to expand and offer more things to their customers and to attract new customers to come in. Warner Brothers, who owned the park, wanted to create all kinds of new attractions, such as a large wooden roller coaster, a steel junior coaster, a carousel, log flume, plus adult spinning rides, and a few kiddie rides, plus various cool things for the park. They planned a multi-million-dollar expansion to make it bigger and more awesome. This expansion seemed like a precursor to Six Flags acquiring the Looney Tunes brand and using it at their respective parks, minus the safari and the animals. So how did the people of West Milford take this proposed expansion? Apparently not too well. They didn't necessarily want to see this expansion happen. The roads were full of traffic because they weren't made for such a huge park to be so close by. So the people of West Milford put a lot of pressure on the town to try to stop this expansion from happening. When Warner Brothers heard the residents of the town and the township committee weren't in favor of it, they pulled the expansion off the table. Without expansion, they were not going to be able to stay in business. They had lost $3.5 million over their 4 years of operations. They decided to walk away from their $10 million investment of the jungle habitat rather than continue to lose money. Warner Brothers closed Jungle Habitat in October of 1976. The park opened as usual during the summer of 1976, with rumors of the big expansion planned for the following summer. The park's last weekend in operation was Halloween weekend. On November 2nd, township residents narrowly voted against the expansion. Following the vote, Warner Brothers decided to shut the park down and sell the land. After the park closed, newspapers reported that several animal carcasses, including an elephant, had been left there to decay. Competition from Great Adventure, combined with poor management and the park's inability to expand easily, may have contributed to the demise of the jungle habitat. For years after it closed, the site's deteriorated buildings remained, and rumors and urban legends of animals still roaming the property attracted many curiosity seekers. Of course, none of those animal-based rumors were actually true. The animals were sold to buyers across the country, kind of like Jurassic Park. In 1988, the state of New Jersey bought the land that jungle habitat used to be on for $1.5 million. The land stretched 800 acres, and there were over 26 miles of paved road, not to mention all the paths and walkways through the forest. So what were your favorite memories of this park? Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.